saya Predator. Dan sekarang kita ada di acara pre-launching MotoGP Mandalika. Dan jadi kesempatan kali ini kita bakal ketemu satu legenda MotoGP. Siapa dia? Yuk kita ikut.
To put it into context, you know, years ago, 30 years ago was perhaps the last real street circuit what was on the calendar, so it's not the first one to come on the calendar. There has been many in the past, but as I say, probably 1990 may have been the last street circuit that was used as part of the MotoGP calendar. Mandalika is, although it is a street circuit, it's not a street circuit, you know, as far as the design and layout. It has all the runoffs of a modern circuit. You know, otherwise MotoGP would not be going there. You know, the FIM Dorna sort of are proud to be part of the safety campaign that's, touch wood, enabled the riders to escape injury on the most part. You know, unless a rider is hit by another bike or something like that, the circuit's a high quality as in regard to safety. So, you know, that was the first criteria that needed to be met with the new circuit there. But, you know, in saying that, it is a street circuit, so it'll be open to the public to, you know, ride their skateboards, their bicycles, their, you know, whatever they want to do. It's not general. It's not a motorway. It's not a freeway. So, look, I think it's the best of both worlds for the environment on the island of Lombok or down in that region there, and then. It's an exciting element, and it's exciting to say it's a street race, even though it's not a street race. Me, personally, no, well I'm too old these days, and I've been retired for many years from competition, so look, I'm not certainly even contemplating going to race there, but, you know, let's hope that it does get momentum and it gets built on time, and we can all be there for till 2021 to watch the testing and then perhaps even racing, but I'll certainly be there if it's happening. You know, there's not a number one or number two in the factory teams any longer. Many years ago there was a 1 and a 2, but I mean, since the early 90s that's been, I guess, removed just to give the new guy or the younger guy an opportunity to compete on the same level. But it used to be in all the way down, even with tyre allocations, there was a number 1 and number 2. Now the tyres are all the same, so really it'll come down to competition, and you know, they're both Marquez's, they're brothers. It's going to be a tough ride for Alex, but Alex is a known quantity, is a world champion in his own right. He deserves the ride. You know, sure, Marc is going to help him to a certain degree, but if he starts beating Marc, I'm sure the information will slowly stop. But, you know, it's a good opportunity. It's a good opportunity for the sport, and we're talking about it now. It's a great marketing tool for both Repsol, Honda, and equally the sport. My answer remains the same. There's no 1 and 2. It's the same. It's the same with me. It's the same with Creville. There was 15 races. I won 12 of them. So, you know, so to say that he was dominating, no, you can't say that. There's always one guy. At one point there was, I think, 7 or 9 Hondas on the grid. There was only one winning, you know, and that was mine. So, so there's they're all the same. At the end of the day, it comes to the rider. So my answer remains the same. Had you done your research properly, you'd notice that I lost my leg basically from the knee down, so my ankle didn't move, so I needed a rear brake. So
I try not to mention that part.
Well,
I know.
Well, you must do, because you said what was the advantage for me, so there was no advantage. You know, I needed a rear brake, and that's why I had it. So again, today, if the riders, I should say, have a problem utilising the brake where it is, then it can be an advantage for them because they can't use it on certain turns. So for me, it's a rear brake, regardless where it is. So if they prefer it on the hand, well and good. But for me, it was a necessity.
Okay.
I'm not sure, you know, the amount of championships that Repsol and Honda have won together over the years, since the 25 years, has been pretty strong. So people are still, the sport's still growing. So I highly doubt whether there's a concern. People love to see talent, and Marquez is highlighting the talent that he has equally with Honda. Equally, Formula One, you know, people are still trying to get events. So, you know, it's the same as tennis. You know, people winning tennis events all the time. You know, we're in a very special era at the moment, watching somebody very talented. It's not very often we see somebody dominate a sport as much as Marquez is dominating. So there's a plus and a minus, but the plus is that we're experiencing that at the moment. The minus is, yeah, okay, the results are a little bit predictable, but equally another plus is the racing's still exciting. So, you know.